Good everyone, Today's video, and today we have a Scumbag Alert on someone you may seem, or shall we say, know familiar from both the comments section and the Discord. Jovaan. This name probably rings a bell to some of you, and if not, I'm going to explain. So Jovaan has been in my comments for about a year now, and well, he certainly has his opinions, which everyone does. Um, But as time went on, his attitude got more and more, shall we say, toxic. And as time has also gone on, his attitude, certainly towards me, has really changed, and he's really become what can only be described as aggressive. So my throat's a little bit dry this morning. Um, and I just can't work out why, because is it really that bad I'm doing scumbag alerts? Well, at least you get front row seat to your own. So my subscriber that sent this to me is named Snipso, and he was out in his F4U4B. That's why the F4U4B is on the screen. It was either that, or I was going to put another aircraft or I was going to put Jovan's aircraft that he was using, but I thought it makes more sense to show who sent it in. And I think Snipso was spading this at the time, and he posted this in the War Thunder Team Killers section on our Discord. And immediately I was like, hold on a minute, that's Jovan. He's already made quite a few threats, which I'm going to be showing that. I was smart enough to keep some screenshots. Um, and I was like, send me the replay. Whether it's the WRPL file or the server replay, which is what I got the server replay for this one. Um, it's certainly going to need to be put out there because we've had previous incidents with this individual, and I think this will really I should hope this opens his eyes a bit, and that he's not immune from being showcased, so to speak. But before we do that, a couple of things first. I'm going to be going to my desktop very shortly because we need to show just what this guy's been doing. And also, there's actually a cameo appearance by French Grumpy in this battle, but he doesn't actually he gets a kill, I think he does, and well, he doesn't runway camp, so at least he's maybe learning his lesson. I don't know. But first of all, we're going to go to my desktop and we're going to look at a couple of screenshots. I'll see you all in a minute. So now you join me on my desktop, and this was from a few months back. This would have been back in 2020, I'd say November, December time. And I'd been keeping these screenshots for a rainy day, thinking this would happen, and sure enough, it did. So he goes on about a disliking a video. I merely said it to just like put it out there that someone, because obviously I can't prove, because you can't, that would be against privacy on YouTube, and even then, there is physically no way to find out. And to be brutally honest, I don't care because it proves that someone's being immature. But as you can see, he says it would be funny to team kill you though. It not that serious. Normally, I don't like to team kill anyone because it's very expensive and can cost up to 25,000 or more silver lions. Well, that's horse shit. And obviously, a individual who's no longer here in both the community and the Discord is obviously backed up here, and he's he's just very aggressive. You can see here he says, I don't know what you're talking about. I never threatened you or caused harm. That's bullshit. Also, I don't really care about low tier because team killing those are not that serious. If it was jets or high tier props, which is what this match is, it would be a problem. Also, the moderators are known for abuse of power and banning people for no reason. We then go to the second screenshot, and he just keeps digging his own grave, and I just don't understand. And I have the screenshot, which, as you can see with my reply there, he says he's not an arsehole, but that's wrong. Um, and this is where it gets funny because he doesn't know what kind of rock you've been living under. He thinks that's a threat. But as you can see here, I have a screenshot, and I'm going to show you that next. Well, it's the one after the next one, where he says, maybe I should team kill you too so that I can be on it. Well, you didn't have to team kill me, you just had to team kill a innocent Spitfire, so congratulations. And this was just funny. He says, you like the or like to escalate things is what you would be. Yeah. You already threatened me by saying what rock I live under. That's not a threat. That is an old saying. And even Turtle Gamer, which I think he changed his username now, is just like, it's not a threat, it's a question, which it is. But as you can see here, this is from, I'd say, when would this have been? This would have been in November when I was flying the P-63, and I got a crew lock because I got shut down early. And here he says in chat, in a private message, "Ahaha, I heard about your Scumbag Alert incident. Maybe I should team kill you too so I can be on it. Lol. I know you would be mad at me." And I replied with, I'd be more than happy to showcase you being a toxic asshole. But that's not the first time. This was after a incident where he basically made. Well, I was with Bertie in the XP50. Bertie just got it. He wanted me to take mine out so I could give him a bit of advice and give him some pointers, which I'm more than happy to do that. I hadn't really played the Skyrocket much at that time, but even so. And he claims Bertie tried to kill him. No. Bertie fired warning shots. If Bertie wanted to kill you, you'd have been dead. Trust me. Bertie can handle himself. And he keeps saying that he's an ARB crazy, he knows a lot about the game mode. Majority of his players suck at this game and don't know how to dogfight. But he's in a Kai 100 and Bertie's in a Skyrocket. I know what my money's on. And in the match, which I unfortunately didn't have a screenshot of that because that's when my PC played up, he was lying about what we was doing in the match, which is certainly something you shouldn't do, and certainly proves the, shall we say, the depth he's going to try and get attention. But now he's got my attention. But anyway, I think we've done enough in terms of the screenshots. This is the last one anyway. Now we're going to jump into the battle and we're going to take a look at the incident. I'll see you all in a minute. Well, welcome to the server replay. This server replay is only short, it's only about 12 minutes long, but luckily I don't have to go very far to find where the incident occurred. So, for those that want to see him, here's French Grumpy. I think he gets one kill and goes on his merry way. And Snipso and Jovaan are going to be the real, shall we say, notable appearances. Snipso's going to do his fair share of work for his team, being in his F4U4B. Like I say, I think he's spading it at the time. I honestly don't know. He'll probably leave a comment. But when he posted the screenshot from this match involving Jovaan, I was like, send that to me, mate. And I got it within, what, half an hour, 45 minutes, because obviously he had his own thing to do. So let's go to Jovan's perspective. And as you can see, he's flying a N1K1JA. Not a bad plane. I certainly like this plane myself. And, well, Jovan's going to spend the next few minutes climbing up to altitude, which is fair enough. Everyone should do that. And it's not really till about the 7 to 8 minute mark is where Jovan's going to get into the, or shall we say, into the stick of the moment. So obviously, Snipso's doing his own thing. He's not really paying attention to what Jovan's doing, because obviously the team kill incident, he didn't really notice. He obviously saw it and posted it in the Discord, but didn't really post anything further. The replay might crash, so I have to be careful here. There we go. Sometimes when you run a server replay on like if you run it in general, it can sometimes crash, so you have to be very careful. So now we're coming up to the incident itself, and this involves Woodpecker Mike. I'm going to call him that. I know it's probably said differently, but I'm going to call him Mike just because it's easier. Woodpecker Mike in his Spitfire 14C, one of the Griffin Spitfires. I believe that's the premium one, the 7.7 machine guns instead of the 50 cal, or the 50 cals. And as you can see there, F-82 farming away, A-26 farming away, and there's the Su-6. So Jovan's obviously screaming in at over 450 miles per hour, trying to catch up to the Su-6, which is more than fair enough. And, sorry, like I said, my throat's really dry this morning, so I do apologise if I'm slipping anything. Excuse me. But as you can see, Woodpecker Mike is going for the Su-6 as well. Now, Jovan does get a little bit optimistic with some of his shots. But as you can see, the Spitfire is taking a bit of a more daredevil approach to the Su-6. And this is where Jovan is going to take offense to it. Which, this is the most petty reason, but it's Jovan. I can't really stop him. As you can see from this part here, Woodpecker Mike is on 2 kills, 1 assist. And yes, he is approaching the Su-6 how you shouldn't. He is approaching for where the 50 cal gunner does have a shot. But he's in a Griffin Spit. The guns are more than capable of a Griffin Spit to down an Su-6. That I do know, from personal experience. But Jovan's going to take offense to this. And remember, look at Jovan's score. So the Spitfire does take some hits, but it's only to the fuel, and it's nothing really major, but as you can see, Jovan's already firing shots. And if we go to the chat, just look at this. He's already been toxic in the chat before we got to this incident. But there you go, he puts a crit on the Spitfire, blows the right wing and the cooling system out of commission, or the oil system, sorry, out of commission, and team kills the Spitfire 14C. Why did he do that? Because apparently you're not supposed to engage bombers from the rear. Now yes, that is correct, but at the same time, first of all, the Su-6 is not a bomber, and you're a scumbag, because you just killed an innocent player. Unfortunately, Woodpecker Mike's engine was pretty badly beaten up from the burst of Jovan, and he said, "You're not returning." A blatant and obvious team kill, for no reason whatsoever. He then puts in chat trying to defend himself, "How did I even kill you? I just hit you once." And Woodpecker Mike, quite honestly, is pissed off and says, "Report him." And as you can see, Jovan is just like, "For what? What did I do wrong?" And claims he was dead anyway. No, he wasn't. The Spitfire was practically minor damaged. And obviously, Snipso at this point had already taken a screenshot of Jovan's player card and put it in the Discord server explaining what happened. And as you can see here, you sat behind a bomber, I made it easier for you. No, you didn't. You did that to be a prick. And quite clearly you seem to do this a lot. So let's do everyone's favourite part and look at his player card. I'm sure this is going to get a lot of attention from some because of how much Jovan has actually played the game. But this is honestly pathetic. So let's take a look. So as you can see, 96 days flying fighters, 4 days flying bombers, 7 days flying attackers. You would think this guy would not be a prick, but clearly not. And he's not a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. I'd say he's average, to be brutally honest. But that doesn't mean you have to be a massive prick and team kill someone for no reason, does it? And I just don't understand why this happened, because this incident did not need to occur, as far as I can see. The Spitfire would have made it back to base. It was not damaged in the engine. The Spitfire was perfectly capable of flying back to base. But Jovan, being the prick that he is, and obviously he got no points this game, saw the need to team kill for no particular reason whatsoever. And I'm certainly glad I saved those screenshots for a rainy day, because this is certainly something that needed to be shown. And not long after this, me and Snips had a brief conversation on the Discord, and I said, I'd get to work on this as soon as possible because this needs to be released. This needs to be shown what this guy can do, or will do, to annoy, well, shall we say, threaten a content creator like myself, and team kill innocent players in the game for no particular reason whatsoever. If anything, and I've already reported Jovaan for this incident, I've reported him on the server replay. This needs to be toughened up. The system of team killing needs to be toughened up because clearly you're letting individuals like this get away with it. And that's also why you don't see Jovan's comments anymore, because he tried to apologize for his actions, made a meal of it, tried to accuse me of lying, and I just blocked his comments because I could not be bothered to deal with his crap. And as you can see, I was pretty right to do that. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much to Snipso for sending that in. Very much appreciated. And, well, if anyone has any replays they want to send to me that are scumbag related, please do join the Discord server, which will be linked in the description below. And you can either send them to me that way, or you can send them to the email address also in the description below. Anyway, I'll let you guys off, and I hope you enjoyed today's little scumbag alert on Jovaan. And I'm sure some of you will definitely enjoy it because you've seen this guy plenty of times. And I'll catch you all on the next one.